Good evening from Swansea, wrestling fans. I'm your host, Ben Allison, and you are watching Wrestling Republic's daily broadcast, your one-stop shop for professional wrestling, insight news, and reviews on a daily basis. And right now, we are mere hours away from AEW's Revolution pay-per-view. But before it, we are going to be doing a quiz which is completely revamped compared to our previous quizzes we've done here at Wrestling Republic, and it is going to be a very exciting show, and we have a great panel to compete against each other. Let's kick things off by introducing the head of reviewing here at Wrestling Republic. In some circles, he is known as Mr. G, but here he is known as Mr. Coby Galanzowski. How are you, Coby?
You are already screwing me off the start. You do not introduce the underdog first. Come on. You need to know this. You know this. I'm not supposed to be announced first. I'm the underdog in this fight, in this quiz. And I mean, you'll introduce who I'm facing soon. But I'm already not happy. You're already screwing me then.
Well, you just teased it, but the person you are up against is arguably, in fact, not arguably, pretty much definitely the biggest AEW fan here at Wrestling Republic. Got to be the favorite heading into this one, but it's a long quiz. It could go either way. How are you today, Soul? You're muted, first of all.
I was being out politeness from my opponent, but, I just... everyone's been saying he's the underdog. And you know what? I want to light a fire under Mr. Galanzowski's behind. So you know what, Coby? We're going to WrestleMania together in Vegas. So if you win this quiz, somehow, of course, I will buy you any shirt you want from the WWE Superstores in Vegas. You want a Cena shirt, Punk shirt, Roman Reigns shirt? I will buy you one if you win this quiz, sir. But you know what? You might as well call me Soul Lamar because I'm ready to put another Canadian into relevancy right now.
Oh my gosh, we're bringing Kendrick and Drake into this. That is how much this is on fire. Right, let me introduce the rules out of the gates. It is 15 rounds, 2 questions per round. 1 question for each of our panelists today. They'll have around 15 seconds to answer, right? When, it starts to be a little while, if they're not given an answer, I will do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then they've got to give an answer. Simple as that, but it's not some quick fire quiz, right? They will have time to think and to, explain their thought process. But if they get it wrong, their opponent will have the chance to steal the question and to steal their points. It is 1 point per question, but they'll both have 1 2x chip to use during it, right? So any round they want, they can make it 2 times, double points for themselves. Plus, we have 2 mystery bonus rounds, and in those rounds, it is automatically double points. It is going to be very exciting, no doubt about it. And yeah, without further ado, let's head to the comments real quick, because DCX Warlord says, if Soul loses, then Soul gives Coby the AEW Replica Championship.
No.
I'd have
Fair
to bring
enough
a whole
on that
new
one.
bag to Vegas. So
yeah, that's true.
I don't
That's
think
true.
I can afford that.
It would cost an arm and a leg to get it through customs. We got Bobby Batito in the comments. Happy Sunday to you. And we got D6 Warlord saying, happy Christian Cage World Championship run day. I hope you are right. Fernando is giving good luck to both of our contestants here today. And Shad says, it's the final countdown. And Mex, we got Mex in the chat. Shout out, she was saying, are we allowed to guess in Q? You absolutely can guess. And for that reason, Coby and Soul, please click off the comments on your screen if you can see them, right? You're not allowed to do that now. But we will be showing the comments in between rounds. That is for sure. Now, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Coby, heads or tails?
I'm going to go with tails because I feel like that's my gut.
Oh, I dropped it. Here we are. There we are.
Oh, come on. Flip it. Come on.
All right. Okay. Flip. Right.
That's why we
I
don't let him
seemingly
flip.
can't flip a coin.
The man's gonna
Right,
take
there-
out his Wi-Fi router at this point.
Right. There. Oh,
Should have
right,
just
there
rolled
we
the
are,
dice.
There we are. There we are. It is tails. I can't flip a coin, but it is tails. Coby, do you want to go first or second?
I would like to go second.
Wow.
Oh, he's
okay.
scared. He's scared. ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen. He does not want to enter to this path first. He wants to wait in line in the queue and see if I falter or die at the start of the door. Go ahead, son. Go ahead. You can wait in the rafters like Tiny Tim outside of the house while I dine on this lovely quiz here. So I will allow that. On you go.
There we are. Let's get straight into it. Question 1 for Soul. Who lost the AEW Women's Championship to Toni Storm in the 200th edition of AEW Dynamite?
Soraya.
Incorrect. Coby.
Lost the 200th edition of Dynamite. Toni Storm. That would have been her. I think that was her. Okay. Hikaru Shida.
Correct. That is a big one out of the gates. Coby with a steal. Coby, it is now time for your question. And your question is, how many times has Wardlow held the TNT Championship?
Is it 3 or 4? And my gut is telling me 3. So my final answer is 3.
And your final answer is correct. Round 1 out of the gates. A 2-0 lead to Coby, the underdog. We have Shad had it right, DCX Warlord had it right, Shad had it right again, and Bobby Batito had it right as well. But don't worry, Soul, you are going to have an opportunity because it is back round to you now again, because round 2 is Revolution 2020. And the first question is, what match controversially started Revolution 2020?
It was Jake Hager against Dustin Rhodes.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You are correct. First question right so far. And yeah, at the time, a lot of people were very shocked about it. And I mean, in hindsight, it does seem very surprising. But I thought it was a fun enough match, to be brutally honest. But Coby, now for you to respond, we have the question, what AEW wrestler made their in-ring debut at AEW Revolution 2020?
At Revolution 2020, I'm trying to think, and I don't think there was any other names that came up to it, but it is Orange Cassidy.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You are correct. Up to 3 points now. Yeah, I remember, I think it was up against Pac, wasn't it?
It was up against, it was Pac, semi-main event, Pac OC, and I could have sworn he did tag, I think it was his first singles match. But I think it was okay. I thought he did tag matches before, but I might be wrong with that.
He was in the battle. He was in Casino Battle Royale at Double or Nothing, and then he was brought in fully signed. And I believe it was his first singles match was at Revolution because it was his
first singles match.
It was advertised as his in-ring debut. So blame AEW on that one, not me. If that is the case, because that was the graphic which we had officially from them. But the next round now is a mystery bonus round. 2 times points. Big opportunities here, right? And the first mystery bonus round, which neither of these two know, is AEW's first press conference.
Oh, Jesus.
So, your first question, who were the first wrestlers shown on AEW's first press conference on January 8th, 2019?
So, wrestlers, you mean I have to name all the individuals, right? Or is it just one? Oh, so
So all the wrestlers shown in the opening.
Oh, in the opening, like not actually
so the people who opened it. So the first wrestlers shown during it. It was opened by commentators.
Okay. I'm just gonna say Cody Rhodes, Nick and Matt Jackson of the Young Bucks.
Coby to steal.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. And I don't think Jericho opened it in the press conference, and I don't think Kenny was there. Is it just the Young Bucks?
Incorrect.
Yeah.
First one, which neither of you guys got correct. Now,
Was it-
this was a massive surprise at the time because it wasn't those guys. In fact, it was SCU who opened it. And at the time,
Really?
everyone was a bit surprised, but they saved everyone else for later on. But the next question directed at you, Coby, is who was the first women's wrestler who signed with the promotion at this event?
Oh, was that not Britt Baker?
Final answer?
Final answer, Britt Baker.
Correct. Coby up to 4, actually up to 5 points, of course, a double mystery bonus round. So yeah, I mean, it was a very weird press conference. There was a lot. There was a lot of production issues, but also I feel like everybody was a little confused about the promotion at that time as well. And it was the one later in the month where they really got things going, and Kenny Omega was there too. We got Max in the chat saying SC who emoji. Bobby Petito says DMD, so does Shard, correct. And nobody in the comments got the opening thing about SCU correct either. But Scorpio Sky was certainly him. I will agree with you, Shard. A ball dropped for sure. Now, next round being the elite. Anyone want to use a double points?
I'm good.
No.
I mean, I dare you. I dare you, Soul.
Yeah, I'm
You're
good.
the being elite fan here.
Yeah, sorry, being elite hasn't existed for like the last 2 years, so I mean.
Fair enough. It is a little bit old now, but Soul, your question is what WWE writer got fired from the company after attending the Bullet Club Invades Raw rally on being the elite?
Oh God, I don't know.
Writer slash producer, I should clarify.
Were they arrested? I don't know. I mean, the only one I can think about, but I know they didn't get fired for this. I mean, I'm just gonna say it was probably wrong. Pat Buck.
Coby to steal.
My only guess that, and my instinct says, is Jimmy Jacobs.
Your instinct would be correct. Jimmy Jacobs was the one who attended it. He got fired. Big news story at the time. And of course, he ended up going to AEW because I think they felt a little bit bad over the fact that before the company started, they did get him a little bit fired for appearing during it. But Coby, the next question is directed at you, and I will need a name, right? It can be a first or last name. I'll give you that. But this next question will need a name. And that is, who wrote the Being the Elite theme music that was used throughout the show?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I don't think it was Mikey Ruckus, because I know that's the guy who does AEW music now. I don't think it's him. Okay, you're saying a name, so I don't think it's Hot Tag Media, and I know they do a lot of indie themes also. I honestly don't have one. I'll pass.
Pass.
I'll just
Oh,
pass.
okay.
I
You
don't
don't
have
want to
an
even give an
answer.
answer. Soul to steal.
So I know Hot Tag Media Works have done stuff because I've interviewed people who have had their themes, some who've done Being Elite before, but there was also another one, which I think was it like name, is it a person or the company or like their branding? Do I get any clarification or no?
I can't
name.
give you a
He said
clarification
name.
on that,
Okay,
but you are going to need a first or
I'm
last name.
just gonna say who did the Young Bucks' theme that I know, Meat Sauce Media.
That is a good shout, but that is not the correct answer. The guy who did it is the Young Bucks' father. I thought both of you were going to know that. That's why I wasn't going to accept that as the answer. I mean, in hindsight, I could have accepted that as the answer. But Matthew Lee Macy, or Macy as he was basically called in the show, but Matthew would have worked too. DCX Warlord got it half right. He mentioned that. But yeah, no, he'd often semi-regularly appear on the show as well when they were traveling. And I think he had like his own band back in the day or whatever. But yeah, he's the one who did that music, which you guys will know. We can't play it here, but it was always used throughout Being the Elite. and a great little jingle or whatever you want to call it. You know, not getting into the charts, but a fun little song. But the next one is
not winning the Euros, eh?
Yeah, it's not winning. It's not winning any competition. But Revolution 2021. Anybody want to double up on this? Nope. Okay, let's get into it. The first one for Soul is, who was the quote-unquote Hall of Fame worthy talent who debuted at the event?
The best father around, Christian Cage.
You are, of course, correct.
Yeah.
I remember at the time, there was like a big rumor online that it was going to be Brock Lesnar. And
I think the other one was Kurt. I think
yes.
I remember seeing.
Yeah. Both of those were the big rumors going around. And people were disappointed too when it was Christian, because it was so hyped up.
Yeah, they overhyped it, or people overhyped it. And everyone was like, oh, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. And it's like, oh, it's Christian Cage. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer, but yeah.
Max agrees. He says he was so annoyed when it happened. Everybody in the comments got that one correct as well. But Coby, will you get your question correct? This question is, who did the Young Bucks defeat to retain the AEW Tag Team Championships at the event?
One of the big things is I know the Young Bucks have a lot of tag matches at Revolution, and I looked at it, and I know 21 is against a kind of an oddball team. They were representing the Inner Circle. It was MJF and Chris Jericho.
You are correct, and up to 7 points now.
Keeping that lead.
Fair enough. Right, next question is AEW debuts. And this first one, directed at Soul, is, what former WWE star made their AEW debut on the July 7th, 2021 edition of Dynamite?
Do you want their AEW name or a WWE name?
I mean, I guess either. AEW name. Let's stick with.
Malachi Black?
Correct. You are correct on that one, and up to 3 points.
My mind was like, who made their debut in that time period? Because they just gone on the road again, and I was like, it's probably Malachi. I was like,
yeah, they just went on the road, and it was Malachi was one of the ones that showed. Yeah.
I believe
because the thing is
too. Like the debut one.
That does sound right, and the entire thing was because remember his main roster contract never got fixed. So he had that 30-day non-compete. So he was able to show up that day. Or not that day, but like he showed up a lot sooner than everyone was thinking. And it was a great moment. Obviously things didn't pan out, but
yeah, I mean, that is nuts too, because there was so much hype around him when he did show up. Mech says, great guess. Shard says, man, that's crazy. It's been almost 4 years. And DCX Warlord guessed Matt Hardy. Bobby Petito guessed correctly. Right, next question. And this one, of course, is for Coby. Coby.
You're not even going to say
That's right.
it.
Sorry, I misread my own question then for a second. I thought we had it wrong. How did Miro make his AEW debut? I panicked myself for a second then.
Yeah, you confused yourself for a second. Miro debuted kind of as Kip Sabian's best man. And that was kind of his entire, he's the best man. It's Miro, and that's kind of just how they brought him in.
I'm going to need a little bit more specifically about how he actually debuted, the debut of him. Not in-ring debut, but him showing up. How did he show up?
Through the tunnel.
Give it to me.
Well, the theme was he's the best man, and showed up. I don't know.
Showed up when?
On an episode of Dynamite. What else is there to
I could add more if you want.
I don't think I can give that to you. You're not clarifying enough. The moment he's... I'll give you one final guess, Coby.
Well, he didn't attack anyone. He came out in normal clothing.
Right. Soul to Steel.
So Kip Sabian and Penelope Ford were having a segment in the ring on episode of Dynamite during the pandemic at Daly's place, and Kip Sabian was hinting that he would be introducing his best man for their wedding segment coming on a future episode of Dynamite, and he said it would be the best man around, and they announced it. The music came around, the Miro came in. He announced him as this is the best man for my wedding. This wedding segment that we're having in the future.
The best man for the wedding is the answer.
And Miro was like, you can shove your brass ring up your behind, and everybody was like, oh no.
Right, there we are. First one. I know that's all specific. I know that. But the best man for the wedding. I gave you the opportunity. I gave you the opportunity. But Mech says, did he show up in the arcade machine, or was that someone else?
That was Chris
Who was
Statlander.
No,
Chris
Statlander who turned into in that,
Yeah, Meg's got that one right as well. Bobby Batista says, as Kip Sabian's guy, the best man. Yeah, all of that. Right. Next round is Revolution 2022.
Allison,
yeah,
double it.
Double
this
it.
Guy went to this one. Makes
On
sense.
a 2 times round, potentially. I mean, Soul, you could go level with Coby again by the end of this round. Revolution 2022. This question is, who won the face of the Revolution ladder match to earn a future TNT title shot for double points?
Wardlow.
You are correct. Up to 6 points you go. Yeah, of course. We mentioned his 3 reigns earlier on. Well, he won an opportunity in this one. And Maria got it right as well. And so did Shad. There we are. Right. Coby, back to you on this one. AEW Revolution 2022, of course, for you, this isn't double points, but the question is, who teamed with Darby Allin and Sammy Guevara to defeat the Andrade Hardy family office?
Well, it was he only tag teamed with Darby Allin. It was Sting.
Correct. Sting is the answer.
You would have had a harder time going who teamed with Darby and Sting, not Darby and Sammy.
Well,
yeah, you're fine.
Well, yeah,
you're
I
fine.
don't want to make it, we're not trying to make this impossible.
You
Right? We're trying to get points on the board.
You should have said which Andrade Hardy family's office members there would have been in that match. I don't think Coby would have struggled on that one bit, because no one knows who's the bloody Andrade family Hardy office guys were for the longest time.
I do know it was Andrade, Matt Hardy, and Isaiah Cassidy.
That is correct too.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have gone with that then. Mech says they were garbage. They were. Bobby Batista has it right as well. Right. Without further ado, let's now move in. Wait a second. I just want to check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we're almost halfway. After this round, we will be halfway into it. But this round is AEW buy-in / 0 hours. Basically, AEW pre-shows. So, your question is, who did Eric Redbeard team with to take on the House of Black on the Revolution 2022 buy-in?
It was Pac and Penta.
Sorry, final answer?
I mean, or do you want just Penta? Would that be fine? Or
I need the final answer.
All right.
You broke up.
All right, it was Pac and Penta.
The confidence you have in saying that makes me worry I've got it wrong, perhaps. Coby to Steele.
What?
Although I'm going to fact check this.
That's the tough part. I know what match you're talking about. I know that's the kind of not the debut of the House of Black, but kind of the first real 6.
I'm sure I'm right.
With Redbeard.
You might be right, by the way. I'm in the middle of getting this checked out, but I want a final answer.
That's the thing. I do think he is right.
Because
I do think it is Pac and Penta.
I was
because
there,
I think
and
Phoenix was written
sure.
out. I do think Phoenix was written off at that point.
Yeah, he wasn't back on television at that point.
Right.
That's true, because Phoenix got injured against
I'm right.
Because it was Jurassic Express versus the Lucha Brothers in January.
I'm not
and
happy
Phoenix
that
got
this
hurt.
Is wrong, but
so it has to be.
You are correct. You're correct.
I'm correct.
It's listed, and I'll find out why. It's listed on Wikipedia as Lucha Bros. So that was where the mistake was made. Now, why it's listed as that on Wikipedia, I don't know. So you do get your point, and I do apologize for that mistake, guys.
I should get a courtesy point, because you put me through some heart palpitations thinking my knowledge was not up to date of a show I was at.
Do you know what? We had 3 people fact check these questions too, so this isn't just. I can't believe that one slipped through us, but it did. Bobby Petito got it right as well.
Okay, it's actually okay. If you check cage match, it's represented as Death Triangle, Pac and Penta, Oscuro.
It wasn't cage match I was using, to be honest. But Death Triangle, Lucha. Yeah. Well, a D6 Warlord originally messed it up too, to be fair to him, but he got it right in the end. And Fernando enjoying this show. My apologies on that one, right? But this next one, I know is correct. Coby, what was the name of the only... Wait a second, I need to clarify this question. This question is worded horrifically. What is the wrestler and the name of the pay-per-view where the AEW champion competed on the 0 hour?
Well, so I have to get 2 things right? Well, MJF competed in the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship match, teaming with Adam Cole. It was MJF as the world champion. It was AEW All in London.
I'll give that to you. Yeah, that is completely and utterly right. I am going to be honest, Joe. I'm really surprised you got that quickly. I actually thought that was going to be a tough one for you to get it like that. Fair play. Yeah, of course. It was a bizarre move at the time. I remember we were asking ourselves, why isn't this kicking off the show? But they decided to do it. Of course, then All in 2023, I would have accepted as well. And yeah, All in London.
It's All in London, yeah.
There we are. Whichever one you want, I would have accepted either for that one.
It was the first Wembley. That's what matters.
We're now halfway through, right, guys? And we're over halfway through, technically. Coby on 9 points, Soul on 7 points, but Coby is yet to use his bonus round, his double points, right? He still has that chip when he wants to use it, which, of course, is another element at play here. Next round is AEW Revolution 2023. So, Coby, is this the round you're going to choose?
No.
Nope. Okay. So, your question. Who defeated Chris Jericho at the event?
Ricky Starks.
Correct. Great answer then. Again, you guys are actually surprising me how quickly you guys are getting some of these. But yeah, you are right. I had no recollection of this one. I had no recollection at all.
And so that's the thing. The weirdest thing is that I remember about this entire thing was Ricky beat him in January. This was they gave Dynamite the new rebrand. They did all that. And it's like, okay, so we're continuing this feud. Oh, but Ricky still wins in the end. It was kind of weird booking because it was like, okay, we're continuing a Jericho feud just for Jericho to lose again. But it was kind of funky. But yeah, no, Ricky beat him twice and never looked back.
As Shad says, yeah, he was in the Jericho Vortex, lol. But your next question, Coby, is Jamie Hayter retained the Women's Championship after defeating Saraya and who?
I could have doubled this. Ruby Soho.
You are correct. Another one I'm surprised you got so easily, but fair enough.
Hey, there was arguably a better question. Who turned heel and created the Outcasts or something like that? There's a lot of. Well,
yeah, but I thought this one was hard enough, to be brutally honest. I don't think I would have gotten that one correct.
Yeah, no, we're good.
Fair enough. Right, okay. That round was a lot easier.
The underdog's been leading the whole show, and
10-8. It's close though, right? It is close. Bobby Petito got it right as well. Now, next one, Tony Khan announcements. We know Tony Khan likes to, make a lot of announcements over the years. So, some of them are hard, some of them are easy to guess. But for this one, Soul, who did Tony Khan introduce to announce AEW All Access in an announcement in 2023?
It's like somebody was.
He got somebody to announce it. Who was that somebody?
I'm just gonna say Adam Cole.
You would be correct on that one.
God.
And I believe it was his return to television as well during the intro.
The LA one, the LA thing when he came back. All right, thank God. I was panicking there for 2 seconds.
Fernando saying Adam Cole.
Adam Cole announced everything. Adam Cole's announced All in London. He announced Forbidden Door. Is Adam Cole just Tony Khan announced?
Did he announce All in London?
Did he?
No, they just did a
me and
promo video
Me and
about
Chaos
it.
were in the airport, and it was him.
And I was there
Jimmy
too.
You were in the toilet.
I was in the seat next to you.
You were in the toilet. You were in the toilet.
No, we
you
were all
came
sitting
back-
waiting for the plane on that row of seats.
No, because I literally punched Chaos and nearly broke my hand on his bicep, and you were coming out.
Oh no,
of the
sorry, that
toilet.
was the Jay White debut I was there for. But I got back for that was a nuts dynamite while we were in an airport. Absolutely wild. Shard saying Coby talking crazy to Ben about the questions. Wow, he said it's too easy. Well, unless you get 4 points, I don't think it's too easy, right? But the next one is an announcement for you. Not an announcement, a question about announcements.
Announcement for me. Oh, good.
What was the major announcement that Tony Khan opened up Dynamite with in March 2022?
Buying Ring of Honor.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You would be absolutely correct. The acquisition of Ring of Honor, 11-9. We have 4 more rounds remaining. It is getting tense now. Very, very close indeed. Plus, Coby has that bonus round too. Soul, how are you feeling at this moment in time?
I'm alright.
Coby, how are you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling confident. Of course, it might be funny if I could go the whole show without using my chip, but it could happen. It might not happen.
You have to use the chip regardless.
If I don't want to.
Well, yeah, but when we post the scores, it look a lot better if you're another point compared to not another point. It's a no-brainer to use the score to the Twitch app, right?
I just don't know which one to use it on.
Fair enough. Right. The next one is Revolution 2024. Soul, your question is, who did Samoa Joe retain the AEW Championship against?
It was against Hangman Page and Swerve Strickland.
You are correct. Try to be a little bit of a trick question there, of course, because there's 2 names, but you did have it correct. And a banger match as well, no doubt about it. Coby, who made their AEW in-ring debut as an official member of the AEW roster at that event?
Oh, that's a messy one.
And the wording of this question is very deliberate too.
Indeed. Who made their AEW in-ring debut as official member of the roster? Oh, that's a...
Go on, count them
okay,
down.
That's a messy one. That's a messy one. That's
4, 3, 2, 1. Don't give me a name.
Me.
Soul to Steel.
Will Ospreay.
You are correct.
Damn.
Back in it, Sonny.
Suddenly, everything's back up in the air again.
Hey, Coby, is that 2 times points look a lot more appealing now?
Hey, I'm glad I didn't pull. I was so close to pulling it on that one. And
yeah, glad you didn't. Soul would be in the lead. WrestleManiac says Big Bill from Essex. Shard can't believe you didn't get it. I mean,
in the moment, some things don't hit. I don't know.
When the lights are shining brightest, you know, you're not always thinking straight. Soul, next question for you is, who was the announce team for okay, so I should have introduced this. This is a new round. AEW announce teams. Who was the announce team for Double or Nothing 2019?
It's Jim Ross and Excalibur, and it's the other one who was terrible that they made him be the backstage guy, who I don't know the name of.
Ooh.
It's not Kevin Kelly because he came in later. It's not Alex Hamarantes because he's the Lucha Bros hype guy. Shit. I don't know. I don't know.
4, 3. Okay, you don't know. Coby to Steal.
Okay, so I mean, I'm confident in what Soul gave me. So he said Jim Ross. He said Excalibur. Yeah, he said Excalibur. And is it Alex Marvez?
Final answer?
Well, I got nothing else. I don't think the Golden Boy was out yet. I think they brought him for that gaming show they did right after. I think it's Alex Marvez.
You are correct. You've stolen a point. Suddenly, Kobe's back in the lead again. Getting intense now. But, Kobe, you now have a chance to extend the lead. The question is, who was the announce team for the debut episode of AEW Dynamite?
God, I got nothing on this one. Jim Ross, Excalibur, Tony Schiavone. I don't know.
Final answer?
Final answer. I don't know. Yeah, final answer.
You would be correct again, Kobe. Up to 13 points now. There is a lead at play. I mean, Marvez scoops, says Max.
Does
That
he
was an
still
Alex
work with
scoop.
Tommy anymore? Does he?
Yeah, he is. He's still acting. Okay, the thing
Backstage.
is, you fully gave it to me by saying he's a backstage announcer now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because I was like,
When you said that, I was
Alex
like,
Marvez
damn,
is the
you
guy who
put it
does
on his
it.
lap.
Because that's the thing. Like I said, the one I remember from early AEW was Golden Boy, and they did, but that was like they did the entire gaming show. I think it was Fighter Fest, and that's when they brought in the Golden Boy, the guy who won the 2K19 AJ Styles $1 Million Challenge or whatever that they did, that the 2K games did at that point. Like I think his name was Golden Boy something. Like, I remember him, and I know how bad he was, but, like, you gave it to me by saying he became a backstage interviewer. I was like, yeah, that's Marvez.
Chris Van Vliet was another one who worked there for, like, 5
Van
seconds.
Vliet?
I never understood why they got rid of him. I think it must genuinely been he was asking for too much, because otherwise, why on earth would you get rid of somebody that's as talented as Chris Van Vliet? But now moving in to Revolution 2025. Kobe, do you want to double this?
No.
No. Okay. I was expecting a double. Right, okay.
I don't know what you can bring out right now. So, yeah. No.
Well, the only other topic
I know enough about what's happening now. I know enough about what's happening.
Can I say my answer?
No, I need to read it out first. Soul, to you, who are MXM Collection teaming with to take on Big Boom AJ and the Conglomeration?
Johnny TV.
You would be correct. Up again to 12 points. Big one there. Now, Kobe, your question is, what formerly exclusive WWE arena will host the event?
It is currently Crypto Arena. That's what we call it. We know Clark's likes it as Staples Center, but it's currently Crypto Arena. It was Crypto Arena when we went there the Raw after WrestleMania 39 and knew about the stink that Vince McMahon caused. And
worst show I've ever been to.
Oh, wow.
To be fair, like, that's the thing. Being there live might have skewed it because I don't remember it being terrible. I do remember, like, our first match after WrestleMania is Omos. Really? But I don't know. Looking back on it is probably a lot worse than it probably was being there, though.
Yeah. The end angle was the only good thing about the show, really, if we're being honest. Right. But that Seth Rollins promo where he came out, said nothing, and then went back. That was so bizarre, too. That was nuts.
Yeah.
But, right. Next round, and I presume, Kobe, this is when you were going to use your double chip. The last round you can possibly use it for Chris Jericho.
Honestly, no, because if I screw it up, that gives Soul points. If I use it and I screw it up, Soul can take a lead.
It's double or nothing. It's double or nothing, though.
I think you should force him to use it.
I'm not forcing him to use it. It's his decision. But listen, you have more to win if you use it. It'll look better on the scorecard if you get it right when that's posted. It's up to you.
I think this is the thing. I think there's more of an upside to not using it, because if I use it and I flub it, and Soul gets it right, that screws myself.
Fair
so
enough.
By that my lead isn't as big as it should have been for me to be comfortable with using it. I got the lead. Enough. I just want to hold it.
Right. Round 14, Chris Jericho. Soul, who did Jericho disguise himself as to attack Kenny Omega at All in 2018?
Penta.
You would be correct. You are now up to 13 points. Coby, your question is not including Ring of Honor titles. How many championships has Jericho won in AEW? And by championships, we mean ones which are listed on AEW.com to clarify.
Okay. Okay. Well, he was the inaugural world champion, and he didn't hold it since. He did not hold a tag title. He did not hold a trios title. He has not held TNT. He has not held international. He has not held the Continental. So I think that's one then. Well,
final answer.
To me, the big one is the FTW. That's not an official AEW title, but you're saying not including Ring of Honor titles.
So I'm saying the titles which are officially listed on the AEW website.
Count them down.
What is your final answer?
On the AEW website, I don't know if the FTW was.
4, 3,
I'll just go
2.
I'll go 1 because I don't know if the FTW was listed on the website.
Soul to Steel.
2.
You would be correct. The FTW Championship was officially listed on the website, and therefore, despite the entire thing of it not being official, it was used as an official thing for them. The entire thing was the rankings wouldn't affect it, and then they introduced other singles titles, and then that kind of didn't make any sense either. But DCX Warlord says 2. Bobby Petito says 2. Mech says 2 as well. Shard said 4.
I guess Shard doesn't know about the Ring of Honor. Not
But I mean, here's the thing, guys. This is absolutely nuts.
Like I said, if I would have flubbed it, I would have gave him more points.
Yeah.
Right. So this is crazy. Going into the mystery round.
To tie this.
Going into mystery round, you guys are nuts. Sorry, I tied. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. If you both tie, we're gonna have to just do an impromptu sudden death quiz, I guess.
Yeah.
But we don't actually.
We can just end on a gentleman handshake, Coby. I'm cool with that.
No, we got to have a winner.
Nah,
right. Mystery bonus round is the Continental Classic. Soul, who had to exit the tournament due to injury in 2024's tournament? Double points. You would be correct. Juice Robinson takes you up to 16 points. Final question is, who were the 3 wrestlers who were tied on 12 points in the 2023 Gold League, resulting in a 3-way semifinal?
So John Moxley won that 3-way. It was Jay White and Swerve Strickland.
So your final answer.
My final answer, John Moxley, Jay White, and Swerve Strickland.
You would be correct. You guys have drawn on 16 all, and therefore we are going to just have to do.
Ben, I knew that. Hey, I was confident in my ability to tie this. I did not want to give Soul that extra point because I did not know if I could get the Jericho.
That's true. If Coby used that point,
if I used that,
Soul would have won.
And that's exactly why I didn't use it, because I knew he could win by that.
Don't give me
I'm thinking about this in terms of a game, and that's what this is. I did not want to possibly screw myself.
Right, sudden death penalty shootout. Basically, I'm going to ask you guys a bunch of questions to do with Revolution, and the first person who gets one wrong is out. This is quick fire, so you need to, go quickly with your answers. Within reason, we've not got a timer. But, Soul, who did Chris Jericho defend the AEW World Championship against at Revolution 2020?
Wait, on 2020, it was John Moxley.
Correct. Coby, who did Adam Page defend the AEW World Championship against at Revolution 2022?
Adam Cole.
You would be correct. So, the next pay-per-view The next question is, oh, for flip's sake, I hate Google Chrome. I absolutely hate it. Right. Okay, so, oh, sorry, guys. You're going to have to bear with me for a second. I really hate Google Chrome.
Okay, this actually might have, well, if you can answer
No, okay,
this,
we got it
this
back.
might-
We got it back.
This might have blown over my head. Is it first to lose and get the other right? So if,
Yeah.
if Soul
Yeah.
gets one
Yeah.
right and I get one wrong, Soul wins, and vice versa. Okay, just make
Yeah. Okay, so
Just for
the
fun.
next
This is fun.
question is, who did Eddie Kingston defeat at AEW Revolution 2022, Soul?
Chris Jericho.
Correct. Kobe, who did Jade Cargill defeat at AEW Revolution 2022?
Tay Mello.
Oh, yeah, it's Tay Conti, but yeah, that's
whoa.
no,
Was
that's
she-
fine.
was she-
That's
no, I
fine.
thought she was Tay Mello still by then. Oh.
To be fair, I really need to
It's
stop
the same
believing
person.
Wikipedia. But yeah, it's the same thing. It is the absolute same thing on that
Come
one.
on, then.
But
Cage
so,
match. Cage
Kate, we're going to have a cage match chat now. So, next question is for you. And who did Hangman Adam Page defeat at AEW Revolution 2021?
It was Matt Hardy.
Correct.
The big money match. The big money match. That would have been a good question too earlier.
Kobe, who won the Face of the Revolution ladder match for a future AEW TNT Championship match at AEW Revolution 2021?
Scorpio Sky.
Correct. This could go on all day at this rate, but we are now going to the year before this, and then we'll go the year forward after it. So, who did Chris Statlander lose to at AEW Revolution 2020 for the AEW World Women's Championship?
Nyla Rose.
Correct. So, who did John?
Kobe.
Sorry, Kobe. I meant Kobe. I was thinking Kobe. Who did Sammy Guevara lose to at AEW Revolution 2020?
Darby Allin.
Correct. This could go on all day, couldn't it? Oh man, we might have to move on to a different
You might be
pay-per-view at
forced
this
to
point.
start saying attendance figures or something like that.
Oh gosh, right, okay. Who did John Moxley lose to, Soul, at Revolution 2021?
2021. He lost. 2021. He lost against Kenny Omega.
Correct. Why were you locking down is the question, but
Yeah, you scare me, Allison, when the things are tight and I have to look at my Red Bull for energy because I'm getting tense right now.
Okay.
Your blood
Who
pressure's
did
going
Hikaru
up,
Shida
Crystal?
defeat for the AEW World Women's Championship, Kobe?
Ryu Mizunami.
Flippin'
How
heck.
did you?
That's another.
That is correct.
I looked at
Stay
these cards,
in.
man. I've looked at the cards.
Stay in on AEW Revolution 2021. Who did the best friends lose to, Soul?
The best friends. They weren't in that. They lost against. Oh, it was Sabi and Miro.
Correct. Not Soul. Kobe. I need to stop saying this. Who won the Casino Tag Team Royale for a future AEW World Tag Team Championship opportunity?
Again, I know this one because Ray Phoenix eliminated Jungle Boy. It was the Lucha Brothers.
Yeah, you only need Ray Phoenix, to be honest with you, and I would have given it to you. But
yeah, he was the last person to win it, or the last person in the match. So yeah.
Wasn't it?
Soul, please keep your eyes on the screen for this next one, just because I trust you, but it's looking suspicious. The next one is going to be, I mean, you were at the event anyway. I don't think this should be too hard.
No,
but
thanks.
who were the House of Black members who lost at the event?
At which event? You said
AEW
it.
Revolution 2022.
Were they at 2022?
They were.
Oh, they lost against it was Pac, Penta, and Eric Redbeard.
I said which of their members lost?
What do you mean which of them? So it was Buddy Matthews,
Are you
Malachi
saying
Black,
who get? Are you saying?
Okay,
who
yeah, no, I'll give that.
I was gonna say there's not. Four
But
in the House of
there is
Black.
concern. and I've been texted too about Soul. It says Soul cheating, but I trust you. But keep your eyes on the camera, Soul, to prove your innocence, just in case. Coby, who did Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defeat at the event?
Thunder Rosa.
Correct. This could go on all day. Right. At this point, I think we are going to need to.
Okay. I actually got to move. I got to move. If I can stump Soul. Okay. We'll do one more round, and then we'll do one more round. And if we go for a stalemate, I actually got an idea because I got a question for Soul. I got a question for Soul. If I can stump him, I win. If Soul can get it right, I'll give him the win.
No, we've got a set of new questions, guys. We've got a set of new questions.
Okay. Keep going then. Keep going.
Right. Oh, well, that's a bit of an issue. Sorry, guys. We didn't actually expect them to do this. Right, okay. First question, Coby, Soul to you. Oh. What year did the first AEW Revolution pay-per-view take place?
2020.
You would be correct. Next question is, I mean, this is absolutely... I've got a question. It doesn't say the answers. That's absolutely brilliant. Oh. Right, okay. So the next question is to you, Coby. At AEW Revolution 2020, which female wrestler won the AEW World Championship?
Well, in 2020, Nyla Rose retained it.
Correct. I should have said World Championship match. That is my bad. As you can see, I mean, you guys have gone through everything we can. Maybe we need to start doing questions about the French Revolution. Right, what's your idea, Coby? What's your idea?
Okay, I got a question. If I can stump Soul, I win. If Soul gets
no,
it right.
we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. You've got to keep the theme of it.
It was a revolution question. It was a revolution question.
Yeah, no, we're not. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do tougher questions. Okay, so we're not doing AEW Revolution 2022 as you're there. That is a little bit too easy. But what we are going to do is another. I'm not even gonna name the years this time, right? Just in case. But Soul, who defeated Rio and Yuka Sakazaki at the 2020 show?
Oh, shoot.
5, 4, 3.
Britt Baker and I don't know.
Soul is wrong. No, you cannot say Coby because this is now going to be your question.
Well, it's the same thing. It's going to steal. It's Britt Baker and Maki Ito.
Building up the suspense. Come on.
It's Britt Baker and Maki Ito.
Incorrect. Flipping heck. You both haven't got one wrong for ages, and it was Penelope Ford. But
wait, hold on. Which year did you say?
2020.
Oh, I thought you said 2021.
Oh yeah. Right. Anyway,
can we just end on a draw? No.
Next question. I've got another question. Who defeated SCU at AEW Revolution 2020? Soul.
Jurassic Express.
Incorrect. Coby to steal and to win.
Evil Uno and Stu Grayson.
Correct. Coby wins the AEW quiz. A little bit rocky to get there, but we got there. Coby wins on extra time, 16-16. I think 6-7 on penalties or something like that, but something ridiculous. But the penalty shootout was won by Coby Galanzowski. Now, guys, in the comments, a quick question for all of you. That quick question is, would you like to see more of these? If so, we are going to start a league, a tournament, shall we say. 8 people here at Wrestling Republic battling it out, their wrestling knowledge out. So, if you would want to see that, let us know in the comments on Instagram and, of course, on YouTube as well. Bobby wants to say it. Fernando says, congratulations to Coby. Well done to our winner, and Fernando wants to see it as well. Well, we'll put the wheels in motion for that one then. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and well done to Coby, and well done to Soul for just joining me and basically surviving, drawing the actual one, and then of course Coby winning in extra time and penalties, a penalty shootout as we call it. Shad never wants to see it again, but Maria does. So we are going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.